crossover. I am Austin House, your host. With me, as always, is Adam.
I'm alive.
And Edgar.
Hello.
And Daniel.
Hello.
All right, guys. So, you are currently still in that base, having just received the transmission from Cobra Commander informing you that there is an attack happening at Luke Air Force Base right now. Now, you may recall it took you a couple hours just to fly out this far. So, what do you do with that information?
Probably ought to get going back, to because this was a distraction or something.
But first, I need to grab something.
Is it the guy?
No, it's his sword. So I want to go pick up Goldar's sword he was using.
You go over and you pick up his sword, and I roll something against you.
Oh no.
It's the dice.
Retaliation.
That is 13. Ooh. Just rolled a 13 against your will of 14, so you don't feel any effect, but you do feel that dark energy within the sword itself, and know that this is a pretty nasty thing. On the normal circumstance, it will do 2 sharp damage when you hit. For an alternate effect, you can take a downshift of 1 to instead inflict 2 dark energy.
Postmark, you have a puzzled look upon your face.
We haven't really even explored this base.
Well, we haven't, but, is it really worth exploring? Because, didn't that commander fella just say this whole thing was like a distraction or something?
Maybe he just wants us out of here.
Can we radio somebody?
I'd like to try to contact Swindle.
Give me a technology roll real quick.
I'm good at that.
Can I lend assistance to try and help him get to a place where he has reception?
Yeah, you can lend assistance to help him boost his signal.
Get a signal out. Ask General Hawk if we can throw Chrome Dome over here out of the airlock.
12.
When you get your signal out, it's a little staticky because you are dealing with being underwater and through several feet of concrete. However, with your advanced Cybertronian technology, you do manage to get a connection. Hear Swindle saying something along the lines of, "Alright, we need to get out of here right now. I ain't dealing with that."
Swindle, what's going on?
Oh, hey, aren't you guys out in the middle of the ocean or something?
Exactly.
Do yourself a favor. Don't come here. We're getting under attack by Starscream and a whole bunch of crap.
How bad is the situation?
Oh, gee, I only just said Starscream and a whole bunch of crap.
He's saying...
You hear explosions in the background.
Okay, we'll be in contact.
Yeah, you do.
What is the absolute fastest we can get back?
Is it bad?
As fast as broadside can get us there.
Is broadside the fastest way to get there?
Well, okay, how about we, start moving while we're talking?
Is there, a hangar here in this base?
We could see if there's, a sub or something, and then... we gotta get to mainland, and then we gotta get to Luke's Air Force Base. It took us 2-3 hours just to fly out here.
I wonder if there's any aircraft here.
Can this guy tell us anything?
Mindbender is staying quiet, chuckling at you as he knows that he doesn't have to say anything. The plan's going off without a hitch so far.
Is there a computer terminal?
A alertness check.
11.
You're surrounded by computer terminals,
Okay.
dude.
Alright, I'm gonna get in on that. Let's see if there's anything in this base that we can use.
See if there's an inventory.
I would like for you to do a quick culture roll, both of you guys.
Culture?
Me? 13.
14.
You both remember something. I'm going to start with the Power Ranger. You can teleport. Normally, you just teleport yourself, and it's no big deal.
Okay.
That said, I would allow in this instance for you to trade in a story point per passenger.
Okay.
To teleport more people.
Sure.
But no guarantee you'll all land in the same spot.
Okay.
That would be the fastest way, but it uses your resources.
Sure.
As for the Transformer, what you remember is that Wheeljack was working on ground bridge technology the last time you heard from him. Now, whether or not he's completed it or what phase it's in, you don't know until you get a hold of him.
Is he on this planet?
He is. He was with the Ark.
Out in the desert. Did you share your information with me?
Excuse me, Mr. Nipple Clamp. Dude, one sec. I'm gonna stun him, and I'm gonna walk over here so he can't follow us.
I'm not even going to require a roll. He surrendered, so you just whap him back the head. He goes down.
I was going to say, did you want to bring him with us?
Well,
I was actually thinking of leaving him here and destroying the base.
Well,
Actually, I was thinking
we got this other fellow though.
The scientist.
Yeah, like he's still here, and I could. I don't know how well it could work, but I could try and pull us all through the grid. It'd be real difficult, and like I said, it's something I hadn't done in a while.
I may have a line on something too. Okay, do I do a technology roll to try and communicate with Wheeljack?
Yes, please.
Lend assistance.
12.
Well, 12 is what you had last time, so you do contact him. This is Wheeljack, yeah?
Hey, this is Postmark.
Postmark, aren't you that scavenger guy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I haven't heard from you in a Cortex. How you been?
We're kind of in a bit of a problem right now, and I seem to remember you dealing with working on creating a bridge.
The ground bridge project. Yeah, that's real dangerous stuff you're talking about.
It's like the space bridge between here and Cybertron, but local.
We haven't quite figured out space bridging yet. That's a lot of distance, but we can kind of make it work on Earth. Thing is, though, you have to be on land, number one. And number two, we've only tested on Cybertronians so far.
Okay.
I don't feel like liquefying inside your insides.
Yeah.
We're also
currently in a building underwater.
Yeah, I need you to be not in a building. I ain't got that kind of, let's call it precision.
Who's the Joe who was with us? The one that came down underwater? Where's he at?
And he's still currently at the wet dock.
So we could get him to take the scientist and flee, and I could just try and see if I can get us back to the Air Force Base.
Who are you talking to over there, Postmark?
I've got 2 human friends.
Oh, you made friends with Squishies. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Does Prime know?
I haven't talked to him. Oh,
I'll keep it between us.
so I actually have to be standing physically on dirt?
Well, at least an area of... Let me take a look here. Calculations. Let me... Okay,
What if I was on an aircraft carrier?
It could work. If it's standing completely still.
Okay.
it's on the ocean.
That's
Yeah.
problematic, but maybe I can make it work. I might take part of the aircraft carrier out.
I know they broadside would appreciate that.
Oh, you guys are with Broadside.
Yeah, he's the aircraft carrier.
Tell him he still owes me 2 energon cubes.
Okay, well, let's get back to
Where are your coordinates? Where are your coordinates? Just punch him.
I'll have to tell him the coordinates when I get up to Broadside.
It's tell you what. I think we should send a scientist. I'm confident. I got this, guys.
Okay.
Figuring things out.
Jack, we're going to try something real quick. If anything goes weird, I'll call you back.
Okay, well, if your insides are outside, don't blame me.
True.
I say we just tie him up and we blow this popsicle stand with him inside it.
Okay.
Can we look at the inventory of the base real quick?
Okay. Technology roll, I guess.
I'll assist him for a change. That's a crit.
21.
Yeah, you log right in. Like, they clearly weren't worried too much about the security because of the base here.
Password is password, man. Come on, why do you do that?
You
Password
learned...
is fail and over.
Wow. But yeah, you find that a lot of the inventory's already been cleared out, like they had planned for this incursion.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is a stockpile of energon from where they're feeding off the Sharkticons. There is some weaponry still in the armory. It's mostly just odds and ends.
I need that energon.
All right, we'll grab that road. You two go get the
How
energon.
far is it?
Not very far. You could get there and back in 5 minutes.
Transform!
I'm gonna go through the hallways of this underground. I'm gonna take the scientist to that torpedo feller and tell him to go up and meet us back at. I'm gonna tell him what happened and meet us back at Air Force Base, and then once we'll meet back at the dry dock, and then I'll get us out of here.
All right. In the meantime, I'll deal with the Dark Command Bender. I'm gonna tie him up and strap him to explosive.
Okay, I didn't hear that. I'm gonna go.
Okay, how much energon do I find?
I mean, you're able to find a good bunch of cubes there. There's, let's say there's 4 energon cubes.
Pretty good.
Oh, wait, no. Swindle gave me what? How many? 3.
He gave you 3 empty cube containers. Now, these are 4 filled containers.
So you can just take those.
Okay. I have 3 empty and 4 full.
Okay, so you've got your energon cubes. You kind of rode off what was left there. You guys meet back up.
I didn't really see anything that I think would be of any benefit to these 2, right?
The Uzi.
I'll take the Uzi.
Species?
I see you have 3 damage. Get rid of all of it.
Ah.
I am mid-kidding you. Alright, so,
I found the princess.
Torpedo have anything to say? I was like, hey, here's what's happening.
He follows, he agrees, he gets the scientist and puts one of the scuba gears that you guys ditched when you're, well, he was the only one that really needed it.
Sure.
He puts it on the scientist and
Exactly.
confirms that you've got Kensei.
Yeah, we got this.
Alright, I'm going to return back to broadside and we're gonna take the long way.
Alright, we'll see you back there.
As you're walking back to these 2, there's something you need to consider. You were unconscious and exposed before. These guys saw who you are.
Maybe they didn't.
Alright, that's the attitude you want to take. That's good. Good by me.
Depends on what we saw.
Kensei, you tie Mindbender up with no problem to the reactor and put your time bomb that you brought with you.
Oh god, that's right! You did bring time bombs!
As you're leaving, he's like coming to going, What? What? No, you can't do that! No Joe's ever just outright murdered someone!
I'm a different kind of Joe.
Ooh, cold.
Dang.
That was
Alright.
Alright, you guys meet back up.
Everybody
It's you
back in
and
their
2
scuba
other
suits.
passengers.
Everybody back in their
So
scuba
that's
suits.
2 story points out of your
Are we
3.
going to do it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Or
can.
up there.
No, it doesn't really matter where we start.
Wait, where are we supposed to land?
It doesn't matter. We got 5 minutes to do this.
Do you think there's a safe place in that base that would be like best for me to try and put us?
Luke's Air Force Base?
Yeah.
Maybe in the barracks.
Nope, the motor pool.
The motor pool's big. That's definitely. What about like the security room?
Oh yeah, we gotta find some place.
What about the handicap stall?
Okay, just finesse.
Finesse.
Okay, I'll take it. 18.
Do it again.
Oh God. 15.
One more time.
Okay. 17.
We are now teleporting into the mainframe area. Outside, you can hear the sounds of battle as 4 hiss tanks are assaulting the base. There are explosions. Several of the vehicles in the parking area for the airplanes are destroyed. The motor pool is a wreck. There is a truck pulled in over by the lab where there are super putty troopers. And standing to the north of the base near a wall that is destroyed is Starscream next to Cobra Commander. You guys only see the inside of the mainframe as you teleport in. Thankfully, with your high rolls, you were able to keep everyone together through the grid as you, in a blast of blue energy, straight from the base.
What would have happened
Here.
if he would have not rolled, right?
You would have wound up in 3 different locations.
I told y'all I had this. Never doubted it. You can't see me sweating. I'm wearing a helmet.
Kensei?
Yeah. All right. Well, this doesn't seem so bad. The mainframe seems to be intact. Let's check this. The chatter on the radio. Maybe.
No. Let's check the security cameras.
Isn't that in a different one?
Well, I mean, you'd be able to do that here as well, right?
Should be.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I'm gonna check the security cameras.
Go ahead and give me a technology roll.
I did it. It was me.
I'm gonna fight you for it.
I'll assist you with it. Oh, take the 50.
Okay. Thank you for the advice. 18.
All right. You pull up the cameras for everything that's going on. There's a lot of destruction happening.
Oh, this is worse than I thought.
You count the hiss tanks. You see Cobra Commander arguing with Starscream off to the north wall. You see that most of the Sky Strikers are destroyed. Almost everything in the motor pool is gone. You can see quite a few Joes are running around trying to fight off different putty patrollers and Cobra troops, but they're scattered. It's not looking very good for them at all. And worst of all, the lab doors are blown off, and there are people trying to move the relic onto that truck.
Okay, can we do a broadcast channel to the Joes?
You would need to be in the control tower for that.
We're right next to the control tower. Can I just punch a hole through the wall?
There's a door.
There's a door between here and there?
Yeah. I didn't draw it, but it's
I
there.
can make one. Okay.
At this point, they probably wouldn't even notice.
All right, let's broadcast to the Joes that reinforcements are here. See if they can come over here.
And bring literally everybody to us. You think that they're not listening right now?
I'm thinking about consolidating our forces.
I think that if you make an announcement like that, Cobra's gonna all right to us.
Okay,
they're spread out right now.
Why don't we find out where the largest concentration of Joes are and try and go there?
I think if you look at the screen, they're trying to get that relic. We got to get that right now. If they get that, it's done. You see all that? They don't look like they're getting along. Is that the snake guy
Yes.
with the really annoying voice?
Yes. That's Cobra Commander. We just talked to him about 15 minutes ago.
That guy has an annoying voice too. You hear him yelling?
Yeah, it's all similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or if they're the same guy.
They beat me to it. you took my joke.
We all know they're the same guy.
Yeah. They took my joke. It's fine. I was building up to something, but it's cool.
No,
It's cool.
sorry. I ruined everything beautiful.
Ruined his nerdgasm.
It's fine. You haven't heard their conversation yet.
It's true.
So.
You said they were arguing, so.
Okay.
So I think we need to go over and address this before they know we're here.
Now, is this the runway?
Yes. And there's skirmishes happening between Super Putty patrollers and G.I. Joe members on that runway.
Is there a door exiting out toward the runway from here?
There are several doors. I just didn't draw them.
Gotta get to the lab now. Come on, Kensei, climb in.
Alright,
We got a special delivery to make. It's us.
sounds good.
All right. We're in here. How big is this building?
Big enough. What are you trying to do
Can
here?
it accommodate my second form?
I mean, barely, but yeah.
I mean, your mail truck.
I mean, we can sneak through to the other side of the barracks and...
Well, I don't know.
transform.
I was thinking about just screaming across the runway and bashing through the walls.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
How fast do I transform?
It's a standard action.
So, say for instance, I walk outside of the building here, convert, they jump in the back, I floor it straight across, over top of these guys, and bash through the wall of the lab.
All right, you're going to attempt a ram attack on the wall of the lab, and these guys will
Well,
be
first
in the way.
off, do I need to do anything to assume the form, them guys get on me, in me, and go?
Could I lend assistance in the way of, go for that spot of the building's weak?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
How would you know which spot of the wall?
Quick analysis. I'm a smart guy. This is the thing I can assist with, or you said something about putty troopers?
There happens to be a couple standing in between him and a wall, but he's trying to go through them.
Yeah. Okay, so he's attacking the putty troopers first. Or what is the sequence here?
Just roll to attack the wall, and I'll deal with the rest accordingly.
Okay. I'm going to now reveal something that I have forgotten about the entire game. A perk that I have. When I lend assistance, I don't give you edge. I give you double edge. Which means you roll 3d20 and take the best result.
Now we know.
Knowing is half the battle!
We're all nerds.
So roll 3d20 and take the best result.
I'll take 18.
As you're making your run, there is going to be a strafing run from both of these guys.
No! How did they even know we were coming?
Coincidence.
Yeah, that's fair. All I'm saying is if they're doing strafing runs, then putty men are dying too.
True.
And not that they, care that they're, taking out putty men.
Probably not.
But at least it's happening.
So this is going to be against Postmark's fate, because this is a ranged attack.
Okay, my evasion is, in this form, is 11.
What?
You might want to prepare yourself. So 18 hits from him. Now we're going to get him real quick. 19 is going to hit. You are going to take...
Glad I repaired you earlier.
Yep.
Well, both only do 1 damage to you.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
A 50 caliber machine gun only does 1 damage.
They're just flying by and buzzing him. They're not shooting.
You probably you think about I feel like 50 caliber rounds, but he's a postal truck, and probably like 1 or 2 actually.
Too bad I can't react and shoot him with my 105mm cannon.
That's because you were doing the run.
Focusing on the wall.
So you do crack right through the wall. It doesn't.
What about the petty troopers?
The petty troopers fall to the sides as you're, and you are now in the lab. You can see that the relic is on a platform that is being moved by. Put these 2 in the lab, moving that, please.
So, do they notice us?
Well, yeah, it's kind of obvious that you're there.
Subtlety is not in the proposition here.
At this point, I'm
it's
going
time for an after-hours delivery.
At this point, I am going to ask for initiative rolls from everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Initiative. Okay.
4.
That's a 4. And mine is a 12.
The edge on that?
No.
20.
There you go.
Nice. So, Kensei, you will be the first to react.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna jump out and start swinging. I'm gonna dual wield Zeppelin in one hand and Goldar's sword in the other.
Ooh.
10 will miss.
And then for the offhand, 16.
16 will hit.
Cool.
And that was with Goldar's?
Yeah, 16.
So that's 2 sharp. Okay. That one immediately gets cut in half.
Woo!
That was your turn there. The hiss tanks are rolling in.
Or hissing edge.
Rolled that one into the motor pool. And that one is going to start bashing down the prison walls. That brings us to Jack.
Would this be appropriate?
At this level of threat, I would say it might be a good idea.
All right. Man, it's been a lot of years. Hopefully it still answers. Razorback, I need you!
All right.
Please tell me
In
you
the
got
case
out
of
me
this,
first.
I believe it is a D4 round.
3D2.
3D2?
High and high, so that's going to be 2, 4, 5 rounds.
Noted. You call out to the power of the Zord.
Yep.
And you hear it. You feel it in your being. The squealing sound of a gigantic boar charging out of a metaphysical forest as it begins its charge toward where you are.
Awesome. Okay, so that is my standard action. I'm going to climb out of the transformer. I will summon my weapons as free action.
That brings us to Cobra Commander and the Super Putty Troopers. Cobra Commander's going to stay where he's at right now. The 2 that ducked out of the way, they're going to come through the hole and start attacking your flank. These guys are trying to get into these different buildings. Mm-hmm. First, we're going to have the one furthest north is going to go after the G.I. Joe.
Makes sense.
Because right now it just sees a vehicle and 2 guys. 5 is not going to hit the G.I. Joe. Distra does not really have a target, so he'll be okay for now. The Seekers. So these guys are going to fly back around. Starscream's still in the middle of his argument with Cobra Commander. And that brings us to Postmark.
Everybody's out of me now, right?
My color blue is better than yours.
It's more along the lines of, Cobra Commander sitting there going, I'm the commander here. I call the shots. And Starscream's, you forget I'm a commander too. And these are my troops. They're just arguing over who's in charge.
This is going to be a technical question.
Okay.
Based on my previous examination of the relic, how vulnerable is it to blast damage?
I don't think that you've ever actually hit the relic before. So you don't actually know.
Well, let's play it safe. I would like to transform.
As a standard action, you convert.
So, my bomb mode. So I cannot attack.
I'm afraid not. Unless you have some perk that allows you to attack as a free action.
Yeah, if only.
That brings us back up to Kensei.
Alrighty. I'm going to continue my dual wielding. I'm going to aim at the Super Putty Z in front of me.
Okay.
And 15.
That is exactly what you need.
Sweet. Let's see here. That is 2 sharp with 1 acid.
Wow. Yeah, you bisect him.
Alright, and then I'm going to... Is there a way to follow up with the other one in the other hand?
Do you have a target?
You can move over here, right?
Yeah, you can move between attacks.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yep. So, That's only 10.
Yeah, that unfortunately will miss. Cobra Commander, having seen some of the ruckus from the crash through and hearing things going on, is going to start moving toward the lab. As for the Cobra Troopers, that one is just got swiped at by a...
This is a putty man, right?
Yes. Okay, he is definitely going to hit
hold
you.
on. Who's he hitting?
He's after Kensei because he just swung at him. Blocking.
Subtract 4 from your result.
So, does 16 still hit his toughness? It sure does.
Unfortunately.
So that's going to be 2 sharp damage as it rakes a claw against you. The one that was pushing the relic is going to stop what he's doing and come after you.
That makes sense.
Does 15. Not in your morph form, it don't. So he goes to swipe at you and just sparks come off as it raises the damage.
Off my back. What the heck?
This one is going to come around the building to those doors. This one's going to head toward the mainframe. That one's going to get inside the barracks.
This is a Joe Jet, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
There's one Joe Jet available. Sky Striker. His tanks will go on there. The control tower is blasted away.
Oh my.
So all of the communications across all the Joes that are in the middle of skirmishes, all their comms go out immediately. And if you guys are listening in on any of it, you just heard static suddenly. The prison wall, where the his tank is,
It rams through.
makes a big old hole in there. That brings us to Destro. Has a clear shot through that hole at the Autobot.
Oh.
So, Destro shoots a wrist rocket.
Now my evasion is 18.
Barely missed a 16, but it is going to strike in here. The wrist rocket has a range of 20 feet. Yeah, Kensei, what is your evade? High enough. Yeah, all your... Wait, Jack's evade is not. So that is going to be...
Oh gosh.
1 sharp damage from the wrist rocket. How you looking?
I mean, you know, it hurt a little bit more than that putty did, but, you know.
The Seekers. Thundercracker converts and goes through that hole into the prison. Skywarp also converts. And he is opening fire on the mainframe building there. And Starscream is staying where he's at.
That was Starscream yelling at what he thought was the Cobra Commander, and he turned around and Cobra is gone.
I was in the middle of something important!
I love how they can both just talk on end without saying anything.
All right, Postmark, you are up.
I don't do much damage. So he's got a clear shot in. He's taking pot shots at us. I'm just gonna try and go for that feller, I suppose. And I'm gonna swing my stick at him.
Only 4 more rounds until the razor back to Delaware appears.
Yeah. It was a 15. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot to upshift because I'm going for the Z. And also I get to reroll, actually, because it's a 2. That's actually a 17.
Alright, that hits. How much damage do you do?
1 blunt.
It hits, but it's not enough to puncture the Z. He is still up.
Alright.
Now we'll go to Postmark, because I...
Draw my blasters. And aiming at Destro.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Second, my second one, aim twice. You do my normal attack. An 8.
Alright. Okay. Back to Kensei.
I want to try and double swing on that putty that I missed last time. For 17. Sweet. Takes 3 damage.
Destroyed. You're just racking up the putties, ain't you?
I'm strong. Anyway, I'm going to...
You want to do the little twisteroo where I let you by?
Yeah, I was actually trying to think of like a more dramatic way of doing it, but yeah, sure.
Do that cool cartwheeling flip over top of...
Yeah.
And I just take 1 step back and you land right where I was.
Yeah, and then I come down with my
Ooh, yeah.
Go for it.
Goldar sword. Since I cartwheeled, I'm not going to aim.
Beware, Jack, I have the high ground.
That's actually 5 on the 6.
Wow, how do you want to kill him?
So I just split him right in half.
He's gone.
Just peel him like a banana.
Man, you're really good at this.
Thanks.
All right.
Had a lot of training.
All right. We are back to the Hiss tanks.
Note to self, use swords on Putty Man.
The Hiss tank is going to take a shot at Postmark because it's the biggest thing, most immediate in the way.
Jester's the one aiming?
He is.
Okay, cool.
Because he's the one in the control seat right there. I imagine a 21 hits.
Yep.
That is 1 sharp damage as one of the lasers from the top of the guns shoots into your chest then.
Ow.
The other one is going to attempt to ram into the remainder of the building here.
The remainder of the building.
Because you put a hole about where Destro is there, and this one's going to try and make an even bigger hole next to it.
Okay.
That could hurt Jack.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, it could. But the 14, is that good enough? That's just one shy. So you hear a loud as the wall shakes and dust falls on you, and a large crack appears in the wall, but it holds.
Okay.
The other two are doing their own thing. It is Jack's turn.
Please do something cool.
Alright, so how many more rounds? 3 at this point? Alright. I'm going to run up to you, scramble up your chest, and use my turn to repair some of the damage on your chest, so you can heal 2.
2? Alright. That helps.
And then I'm gonna hide behind the relic.
So he swan dives off me and jumps behind the relic next to that trooper.
Wait, that trooper's... Oh my god, nope. Okay. No, I didn't know he was there. I didn't know he was there.
Did he land on the trooper?
Yeah, he landed to the side of it. Which trooper, who is getting his claws onto the moving platform, just...
Hi. Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened. Because I'm thinking about it. No, Jack wouldn't have known he was there, so no, that totally happened.
Right next to that trooper?
The 19 hits you.
Yeah,
2 sharp damage.
2?
Yep.
He's down.
You're down. Oh no. Your Power Ranger's down, guys.
Yep. The sword crashes in the wall and steps on you. I'm here!
Some extra frickin' conditioning.
Cobra Commander comes to here. He now has a bead on the Autobot. He pulls out a gun that looks like a Walther P-38, modified with a silencer, a stock, and a scope. Yeah, you know what this is. He is going to get an edge on this.
You think?
Yep. Where'd my D12 go? There it is.
D12? Jesus.
D12.
He rolled a 1 on it, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. A 13. A purple streak of energy goes right past your head. And
I'm going to have to say that hits the relic.
we'll see. Let's take a look.
I mean, yeah.
It does, in fact, hit the relic.
And?
It takes damage. There's clearly a mark,
Cybertronian energy hits a Cybertronian relic. What happens?
a ripple of energy on it. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much because, remember, it requires dark energy.
Okay.
And as much as I would love to say that this was loaded with dark energy on blasting at you, it is not.
No, just normal. Okay, I'm going to still go for Destro.
You're not there yet,
Oh,
because it is currently Destro's turn.
Darn it!
And Destro... well, he's piloting the Hiss tank, so he can't do anything right now. He will ditch the Hiss tank, I think, and have that Putty Trooper take command there. Skywarp breaks into the mainframe and appears to be doing something inside of there. Thundercracker is going to leave the prison with 2 people in tow that he's going to deposit onto that Hiss tank before he does everything else.
Okay.
Yes. Postmark, now you are up.
I'm like point blank at Destro's head.
That's definitely an aim.
Yeah, no.
It bounces off his chrome dome.
Get that frickin' D20 replaced.
That was a different one.
Oh. Get a different one.
He's on to his 4th D20 of the night.
Ugh.
Aiming twice.
That looks better.
19.
It misses.
What?
You're up against some high-level guys.
I want to revisit my comment about the CR of this encounter.
Can I push the relic anywhere?
You can push it. It's on a hovering platform. 2 putties could move it easy.
Can I push it back in the corner over there?
Yeah. I'm not even going to require a roll for that because it's literally on a hovering platform. You can just...
That's canon. I fell unconscious on the platform, so I went with it.
Inside.
So Destro's down off the Hiss.
Yes. He's now on ground level.
timed explosion for 5 seconds.
There's still that trooper.
Which now you can see since the relic's been moved.
I'm going to...
Would you like to take a quick alertness check to see if you see your buddy down and out?
Sure. I don't know. I'd say the sight line's not great.
Coincidentally, did you depower?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I imagine.
Because otherwise I die.
6 on alertness.
6 on alertness? Nope.
I'm on the other side. You don't see me.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so I want to come running at Destro. One sword up, the other sword. 17 with Sepin.
Okay, that's sword, so that would be against his toughness. No, he takes his bracer and just get out of the way.
Alright, we'll follow through with the scimitar.
But don't feel bad, I missed with another thing.
I don't think a 9's gonna hit him.
Nope.
My guess is we need to be like 23 plus.
Not quite that high, but pretty up there. That was Kensei, the Hiss Tanks. The one putty trooper is going to take a shot at you again, Major Postmark. Misses by a wide shot, and because you moved the relic out of the way, it just hits the wall where it was. The second one is going to back up and attempt to ram this a second time. With that, it does not do any damage to it. The Hiss Tank by Thundercracker is retreating out. This Hiss Tank is going to try to come next to this one.
Like in the middle.
Yeah, try to squeeze its way in so that it can get a shot in at Postmark. And that's going to go wide as well because the Super Putty Troopers don't have very much targeting. That's the Hiss Tank. Jack, you're unconscious right now, so there's not much you can do there.
Yep. Keeping the floor warm. I'm good at.
What happened to the janitor?
We got the janitor.
Cobra
I don't think
Commander.
you ever got a good look at me when I depowered, so you might have not actually seen me. He definitely did, because he woke me up.
Well, he was standing over you, protecting you at one
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
Cobra Commander climbs on top of the Hiss Tank, and he is going to take another shot with advantage at Postmark. You managed to avoid another blast that could be fatal from Cobra Commander. That Super Putty Trooper is going to grab the floating platform and start pulling it toward the truck. You included. Great. We're about 2 away from your turn, and you can do that on your turn.
You think so? All right.
Yeah. That brings us to Destro, who is toe-to-toe with Kensei. He's going to ditch his wrist missiles and guns and pull out his ceremonial family sword. And he is going to...
Which is big and sharp.
Big and sharp and terrifying. I imagine a 20 hits your toughness.
Yeah.
You are going to take 1 cold damage. Some swordplay, boy. And that brings us to the Seekers. Thundercracker, his job is complete, so he's going to transform and fly out. Skywarp is still in the middle of doing what he's doing. Starscream is going to move forward a little bit to keep an eye on what's happening. Actually, he's going to move over to where the relic is, I believe, and do his best to start trying to get that loaded up. Meanwhile, yelling at Thundercracker and Skywolf for not doing the grunt work for him. We are now on Postmark. Postmark, you handed me this, so I'm going to say that's a free action to call up Wheeljack.
You want to attempt to contact Wheeljack?
I do need a technology roll because the control tower was destroyed, so you're having to rely on your own communications.
16.
You get a call. Hey, I've been waiting for you to call back.
Okay, me and my friends are under attack trying to gather a Cybertronian relic here at Luke Air Force Base, and I give them the coordinates.
Okay.
Can you lock on to me and 2 humans and the relic?
I'll tell you what I can do. And if you look that direction, a portal appears right there. Make it through that, and it should come right here. Wait, you said 2 humans?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's totally fine. It'll be fine. Carry the 1, carry the 2, move 5. Absolutely fine.
Hulk doing time travel. Time travel!
All right.
I consider this an absolute win.
Exactly.
Kensei.
Yeah.
Get inside. I transform
All right.
into the mail truck.
Okay.
Do you? Yeah, sure.
Okay. You backflip into him as he's transforming, so that when he finishes, you land in the driver's seat.
It's a comfy seat.
Okay. I ram, and with him on the platform, I ram and push us through the portal.
You know I'm in the platform?
I saw you, right?
I mean, far be it for me to make things harder
Did
on
I
us,
see him?
but I would say that this
Alertness
all happened
check.
on the other side, so an alertness check would... if you're aware, it's because you heard my transformation go down, or my suit go off,
Like
which you
said,
have
alertness.
which you have seen before.
That is a 22.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you are completely aware he's there.
That is a crit.
Nice.
Okay, so, and I plow everything through the portal.
All right, give me a ram attack, which is your driving skill, please.
I'm actually good at that. Where is it?
I would hope you would be good at that. I feel like
That should have been
Transformers?
automatic,
you
but
should get like an automatic 2 or 3 upshift on all driving checks.
Yeah. Or at least start with the driving
that's a
skill.
19.
Nice. Yeah. Kensei, you flip into him. He drives and shoves this, buddy trooper and all, straight through the portal. Portal closes behind you just as you're hearing, "No, they got away!"
But we don't know which one said it.
It was innocent.
For a moment, there's this kaleidoscopic effect as you travel through subspace. Not unlike going through the grid, but just much more in your face. 2001 Space
I
Odyssey.
imagine the scene from
It's
the
full
Planet
of
Navigator,
stars.
where they're going back in time.
Something like that, yeah. And when you land out of it, I want you to give me brawn. Brawn check.
How about survival?
6.
Yeah, you lose the contents of your stomach out his window.
Oh, well, I'm glad
But
I
you're
made it out the
still-
window.
You're still in one piece,
Special
even if you're feeling a
delivery.
little shaky. This whole situation has shook you awake. Someone is shaking you. As
You're stuck on the edge of a platform. Oh yeah, what about the Zord?
the Zord stopped when
Yeah.
he
It was
depowered.
what? That was it! On my next turn, it was going to be there!
Dude, we had. I really didn't see anything. Was that
Yeah, I had
unexpected?
no idea. It was
A little, yes.
Well, it was a good call.
It was an excellent call. Very cool. Your wheels come into contact with sand and dirt, and you skid to a stop. The relic drifts off and settles.
Where are we?
The super putty trooper stands up from where he'd been knocked down, looks at you with murderous intent, goes to strike at you. Suddenly, a fire blast takes off its head.
Oh, I was expecting him to fall apart.
You look up, and embedded into the side of a mountain is the back end of the arc. And standing at the bottom of the ramp stands a colossally tall red robot holding a black blaster.
Yes.
And that's where we're going to end. Thank you, everybody, for joining us again on Crossover. Join us next week. In the meantime, do all the YouTube-y things. Like, subscribe, hit up that bell, and of course, leave us some feedback. We love it if it's negative or positive. We don't care. And until then, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye!